Finally got the new PS5 headset Pulse Elite. This headset was supposed to be available on February the 24th. But there was a little accident, and I only got it 3 days ago. Because the news it released a few months ago disrupted my original plan. So I can't wait to remove the Earpads now. This video won't talk about anything about its features. The Pulse Elite's earpad doesn't seem to be as easy to remove as the Pulse 3D. Maybe it's going to be pry it off with a tool. I decided not to add background music to this video. This makes it possible to hear the prying open clearly. The sound just now was clearly the sound of prying. But it doesn't move on the surface. It should have multiple buckles in it, and the buckles are very strong. Of course, it ended up that I managed to pry it off. So I went straight to the point where I tried to succeed. It's easy to find one of the clips first and pry it open. Then use the tool against this pried buckle, otherwise it will reset immediately. Then use another tool to pry open the clip next to it. I've taken over 120 videos of replacing the earpads. Basically, it can be successful on the first attempt. The Pulse Elite is the hardest headset I've ever encountered to remove the earpads so far. After trying for almost half an hour, I finally found the previously mentioned method. Although they are close in size. However, their clips designs are very different. This turned out to be a wasted months of waiting. Because last year I was already planning to develop a new earpad for Pulse 3D. Because I felt that the comfort of Pulse 3D was poor when I was using it. The ear hole of its earpads is not big enough, so it feels like pressing on the ear. In addition, the sponge it uses is very thin. 2/3 of the thickness of its earpad is plastic. So the ear feels like it's in direct contact with the stiff plastic, and the Pulse Elite seems to have improved a little bit in this regard. Last year, I was ready to bring the idea of designing the earpad for Pulse 3D to life. However, when mass production is about to be confirmed, Sony has announced the upcoming release of the new PS5 headset. Because if the earpad of the new headphones is very close to the Pulse 3D, I only need to change the mold a little to achieve the purpose of both models. This will be beneficial for both sales and cost savings. But the result was a bit disappointing. So, the Earpad developed for Pulse 3D will be released soon. Spoilers ahead of time for Pulse 3D's Earpad. There will be two materials, mesh and cooling gel. I designed the ear hole to be a little bigger, so the shape is a bit oval. The sponge is also thickened, which is very necessary. At the moment, it's unclear if the Pulse Elite's Earpad will be designed in this way. There are no plans for Pulse Elite yet. To be honest, I love Sony's product design. Over the years, PS headsets have been continuously updated, and they have also adhered to a unified design style. They are simple and classic, although there will be sacrifices in comfort. In the past, I developed earpads that basically only changed the thickness and material. It was my first attempt to change the shape of it. My biggest concern is that this change will ruin the aesthetics of the headphones. Actually, I really like the original design of this headset. So I'm sure there will be a lot of people who will be disgusted with this change. This thick and large earpad appears on headphones with a clean design. But the design of the headphone driver part is high and low on one side. As a result, there is one side that can easily come into contact with the plastic. Therefore, the sponge must be thickened a lot to alleviate it. Maybe this earpad makes the headphones feel bulky. But having designed and developed so many earpads, I want to continue to stick to my philosophy. Comfort always comes first.